All right, boom. Hey, what's going on, folks? Hey, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Now, the first challenge was diversifying your social circle, your friends, making new friends with people in different cultures, new surroundings, getting out of your comfort zone. Put yourself out of the norm, what you consider the norm. I hope you took heed to that advice. I hope you went out there and tried something different. You went out there and tried some Indian food if you've never tried it before, or messed around and even went to a place where there was different types of people there, right? With different types of energy and culture and backgrounds. And I hope you jumped in, you know what I mean? And you talked to some people and you tried different things. If not, there's still time for you. There's no better time than the present. This is a brand new year. So I'd like to assume you'd like to learn a few new things about yourself. Well, the only way to do that is to challenge yourself. You gotta push yourself in regards to things that do not feel comfortable. That's who you learn the true essence of who you are, is when you are not comfortable. Like I said, things that make you comfortable, obviously those are good for you, but my point is go out there and try something that you've never done, talk to people you've never talked to before, and diversify your perception of this world that you live in and the community that you live in, right? If you ain't tried it yet, I hope you do it now. You know what I mean? Go back to the first challenge, and all it is go stepping out of your comfort zone, talk to a different person of a different culture, go to an area of different culture and different people. That was challenge 1. I'm bringing you challenge 2. There's no better time to bring it to you than New Year's Eve. So y'all probably gonna get this video on New Year's Day. Like I said, I hope y'all take heed to it, man. It's a new year and there's a new you. I figured the only way you can get to know yourself is by pushing your limits. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the more you know what you're capable of. So I'm gonna run through a few reasons why I feel that having a hobby is very beneficial. The next challenge, ladies and gentlemen, do you have a hobby? I don't know, do you? Okay, so a hobby, what is a hobby? A hobby is something that you do that gives you a sense of fulfillment. Whether it's a skill, it's just reading a book, it's something that you do without any obligation, just pure enjoyment of that task. Or playing an instrument, or fishing, carpentry, painting, and there's so many things. Not only is it beneficial for you mentally, it's also beneficial for you physically and in regards to your spirit. Dedicating your time to something where you're not getting paid for. You're not being coerced. There's no obligation to go. If you don't, well, it's a perfect time to go pick one up. Feel like you got a lot of time in your hands when you come home from work, or you feel like you don't have much of a life, pick up a hobby. It might help you out a little bit. One of the benefits of having a hobby helps you structure your time. If you don't have a job, you ain't doing shit. If you do have a job, you go into work. If you got kids, you pick them up, and after that, you're taking care of them. For the most part, your time is taken up. It would also just give you the sense of stepping away from your hectic day. Pay attention to yourself. Whatever hobby that you're in, you're honing some kind of skill, pure enjoyment of fishing, or like I said, reading a book. But it's something that you are enjoying without being paid for it, and you're doing it just because you like it. Another reason why hobbies are good for us is because it tends to promote somewhat of a flow throughout your day. When we're left to our own devices, we tend to just put our feet up, click on the TV, play some kind of video game, or just play on our phones or something, right? If you have a hobby in place, you understand that any kind of spare time you could be dedicating to something that is actually rewarding, as opposed to just sitting on your ass. It will give you a chance to look forward to something that is fulfilling and rewarding. Perfectly good reason to pick you up a hobby is just the simple fact that you will gain nothing but countless connections in regards to people who have the same common interest as you do. If you like to paint, a lot of little painting communities over the city. You won't be painting by yourself. You will gain friends. You might even meet somebody you like. And you never know what happens. My point is, it will definitely expand your social circle. You will gain connection with other people. Definitely keep that in mind in regards to picking up some kind of hobby. Do something, man. What the hell you doing? Yeah, you sitting on the couch. You remember that Everest commercial? That shit. They hate that shit. The really good one, for the most part, if you have a hobby, it seems somewhat interesting, right? Like there's a little bit of depth to you. You know, what's your name? What do you do? All you tell them is where you work. That's just telling them where you work. They ask you what you do. What do you like to do? What do you like to do for fun? If you have that, you have something to say. You have something to tell. You like, mountain climbing or whatever the hell. Maybe whoever you're talking to might find that interesting. It can definitely be a conversation starter. It will add depth to who you are as an individual and what you like to do. That's a good thing, I like to assume. And most importantly, for all of us, most importantly, hobbies help you with your stress. If you know you've had a hectic day, you had to work, and you got to take care of the kids, whatever the situation may be, you're stressed nevertheless. If you got something you're going back to that's rewarding, that's fulfilling you. Some people's hobbies, they work out, right? You got a long day and you go back to the gym, you release all that tension. Some people swim. I play the guitar. I can release tension and aggression through that guitar when I play it, and I'm practicing my songs, or I'm practicing a set, or whatever it is. It can definitely alleviate stress internally, mentally, physically. It can definitely take away that stress. The ultimate benefit of having a hobby, the traits, the disciplines that you adopt and you develop spill over to other aspects of your life. You understand what I'm saying? So you go to the gym and it's your hobby of yours. You are staying at a certain type of regimen. It teaches you discipline. You might used to be that dude that was always 5, 10, 15 minutes late somewhere. Since you've stuck going to the gym for 2, 3 years and getting up at 6 in the morning, now you get to work on time. Just because you started going to the gym, you created this hobby that fulfilled you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these things will spill over into your everyday life. They will only benefit you because they only fulfill you when you do them. People gravitate towards you when these things start spilling over to your personal or to your business life. Something that you do for you and that rewards you in here and in here is nothing but positive that comes out of that. That's my point.